Okay folks, I'm going to tie another wee shrimp fly pattern. The hook I have in the vise is a size 10 partridge period double. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is uni thread 80 in red. So I'm just going to come in and get the thread started behind the eye of the hook. Snap on a few turns and remove the waist tag. Now the tag on the fly is going to be oval silver tinsel, and this is oval silver tinsel in small. So I'm just going to come in, offer it underneath the hook, a couple of turns, bring the oval tinsel underneath the hook, and then just run the thread down, tying this in to there. Now, I'm just going to bring my tinsel round 4 turns to create the tag, and on the 5th turn just bring it up and in between the 2 hooks, follow it around with the thread, a couple of turns to hold, and then you can come in and trim away the excess. Now the tail on the fly is a golden pheasant red breast feather, and this is just a golden pheasant red breast feather dyed red. So just come in, just remove all the rubbish at the bottom, you don't need it. Then just going to come in, stroke back the fibres on the feather to reveal the tip, just like that, creating a wee Christmas tree type shape. And then just offer this up to the hook, around with a couple of turns to secure it in, fold back the tip, a couple of turns back over. Now I'm just going to bring my thread up out of the way. Now keep a hold of your tip, don't let it go, and you can come in and you can trim it away. Then we're simply just going to fold the fibres back and do 1 turn in front of the other. I'm going to use up the whole feather, just bring it all round to there. Now just bring your thread back into position, don't let go of your stem, keep a hold of it, follow it around with your thread, nice tight turn into the stem. Now, we don't need to be too fussy with the body, so just make sure you tie in the stem nice and tight to there, and you keep your thread tight, you can break it away. Now just going to come in, it's all wrapped around, so we'll just come in with our brush and just brush out the fibres that we've caught. Just get your tail sitting nice the way you like. The way back down, I'm going to tie in another length of the oval silver tinsel in small. Just going to tie it in underneath again, a couple of turns, bring the oval silver tinsel underneath the hook, and then just bring your thread down tight up against your tail to there. Now the rear part of the body's black, it can be black seal's fur, or in this case I'm using, this is called a black traditional Irish dubbing. So I'm just going to take a small pinch off, stub it on. Always remember taking your dubbing the one way, slide it up, then we can bring this up the length of the body to there. I think it's going forward, just stroke it back, a couple of turns in front, then we can bring up our silver tinsel, looking 3 turns of the oval silver tinsel to there, keeping the hold of the tinsel, follow it across with your thread, a couple of nice tight turns in, securing in the tinsel, and we'll just come in and remove the excess. Now the mid haggle on the fly is a badger haggle, so I'm just going to come in, select the feather, and just come in and hold your tip, and just stroke back the fibres to reveal your tip. Offer this up the hook, just come around with a turn, another turn to hold, and you can come in and just fold back the tip, just take a few turns back over the tip and the haggle. Come in, locate your tip, you can break it away. Now, I'm just going to come in with my scissors, just stroke back the fibres on the stem, just to help me to start. And then you can come in and stroke them back with your hands. Now the turns of haggle are entirely up to yourself. Depends what way you like your shrimp patterns and your salmon flies dressed. I think it just depends on the quality of the haggle. Now, that's going to be enough for me there. That's 2 turns, that's plenty for me. I'm going to keep a hold of the stem. I'm going to follow it around with my thread. Get a nice tight turn in. Nice and tight turns now with the thread. Now if you keep your thread tight, you can break away the haggle. I'm just going to run my thread on up the second part of the body to there, and then on the way back down I'm going to tie in another length of the oval silver tinsel. Just come in and trim it away. Now, just going to offer this underneath the hook, a couple of turns, bring the oval silver tinsel under the hook just the same way that I've did the whole way up the fly. Then just come in, just fold these back and bring your thread tight up against your mid haggle. Front body is a fiery brown. You can use seal's fur. In this case I'm using the traditional Irish dubbing. And then just dub it on. Always taking your dubbing the one way. Slide it up. Then we'll just bring this up the body. Now you can stretch it out. Once you get it onto the hook as an anchor point, you can stretch out the dubbing. Now, I'm going to take away the excess, just too much there. Round with a turn. Anything that's going forward, sweep it back. Just get a couple of turns in front. Then we can bring up our oval silver. Same again as the rear body. Making 3 turns at the front to there. Bring it up, keeping a hold of it. Follow it around with your thread. 1 turn to hold. And a couple of turns will secure that in. And then just come in and trim away the excess. Now the front haggle, you can put on your jungle cock at this stage if you wish. I don't usually do it, I don't like it, but if you like it, put it on, it's your fly. The front haggle is a rich ginger cock haggle. So just going to come in, stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Much like the centre haggle, come in with a turn to hold, turn to secure, fold back the tip, a couple of turns back up over the tip and the haggle. Come in and locate your tip, you can break it away. Just come in with my scissors again and just stroke back the fibres on the stem. And then it's just simply 1 turn in front of the other. Now the turns, like the middle haggle, are up to you. But I just feel it's always dictated by the fibre. Right, let me see. I'm going to put another one on. Okay, that's plenty for me there, so I'm just going to keep a hold of the stem, follow it around with the thread, get a turn in to hold, a turn to secure, sweep everything back, and then just bring your thread up over the stem of the haggle. Don't worry if a couple of wee fibres go forward, just concentrate and tan this in, keeping the thread tight, and come in and break away the haggle. Right, see that wee fibre there? Just come in, stroke it back, put another couple of turns in. Okay, not too bad. Staying on. Jungle cock. The 2 eyes here on my desk. So just come in. Just get them lined up. Now, I'm going to strip the jungle cock, the fibres away, the rubbish at the bottom. Just clearing a tan in point. Just get them level the best I can on my finger and thumb. Offer them up to the hook. I just come round and hold them down the side. Just come round with a couple of loose turns to hold. And then we'll come in and see what way they're sitting. Okay, happy enough with that. Now, just keeping a hold of your jungle cock. Just tighten up on the thread turns going down to the eye. Okay, keeping your thread tight. Just fold back the stems of the jungle cock. bring your thread to the eye, and then just bring your thread up. Just building your head up at the same time. Nice and tight, nice bright red head on the fly. Nice and tight with the thread turns to there. Now, keeping your thread tight, you can come in and you can break away the stems of the jungle cock. Now, see if you can fold the stems of the jungle cock back. Just means a more secure fly, and the jungle cock will have to break off. It can't pull out. Now, keeping your thread tight, come in with your whip finishing tool and just do in a whip finish. Nice and tight. And then come in and trim away the thread. Now, first coat I usually like to put on the salmon flies just to seal the head up. Tiny coat of super glue. Just come in with your super glue. Just like to support my hand with my thumb. Just want it on the head, nowhere else. I don't want this stuff getting into your hackles. Just ruin the fly. Okay, and then when that's dried, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal the head up. And it's a great wee fly. If you fish for salmon, it's a good fly to have in your box all season long. It'll work. Take fresh fish, take resident salmon, resident fish. Anyway, look, give the fly a wee go, tie some up in size 10s and 12s, and hopefully it can catch you a few fish.